And Wheatley's got the first down. Sprinting inside the 45. Fighting Lions all the way down to the 42-yard line. Tyrone Wheatley, the battering ram, has a...
Yarg! That is your sound check. I'm Captain Jack. It's Sunday night. And if I'm a little loud, it's because it's Sunday night. What else is there to do on a Sunday night but to be loud and happy all at the same time? I'd like to thank everybody for being here. The first things I want to do is do my fashion show. As you can see, tonight, a big shout out to the MALOSOS, the Raider Club of Arizona. Let me get the picture. Big love to Adriana Nana. I want to say it's Guyton. Guyton? I want to make sure I'm pronouncing it right. Nana! I can't pronounce that incorrectly. Love to Nana Guyton. And I will be doing this. And I say this. I said this last night with my note, and I hope everybody had a chance to at least view it. There is dissension out there in the world. There is unrest. I'm not going to get into the politics. I try to make this a politics-free zone. But what I will say is this. With all the other things that we have to deal with COVID-19, with unrest, with people being out of work, politics, the world issues, and on and on and on. The worst thing that we can do is bicker amongst ourselves. So I am representing and will represent Raider Nation clubs that wish me to represent. So again, first off, big love, care, and adoration to the MALOSOS of Arizona and the VP Nana. Thank you. If you are on and watching on Facebook, I appreciate you being here. Let me check the roll call. Raider Travis is here. Dale McSwain, good to be here. Thank you there, shipmate. Dale I enjoy because almost every day he sends me a nice thought, religious thoughts. I appreciate that, Dale. It makes me feel good that people like to share those with me. So thank you. Kevin Granberry of the Atlanta Boosters. And we will be talking more about them. Thank you for coming in there, Kevin. Raider G is here. Thank you, Raider G. Sonny Hope. We'll talk about COVID. We will talk about COVID, Dale, and all that. Rachel Fenton, I love you. You're awesome. You're such a sweetheart. Love to Rachel Fenton. Haven't seen her. God, when was the last time I saw her? With New York last year? I think it was New York. Love seeing her. Gerard Toulouse, Brad Cole, Stevie Martinez, Jose Cardenas, and Cheryl Moore Ellison. And Cheryl I gave a shout out to in my video because Cheryl is always here. Her and Liz are always making sure that things get shared up, and I appreciate that. Thank you to Cheryl Moore and Liz Davia. Mike King. Again, if you are on Facebook, I appreciate you being on Facebook, but please come over to YouTube. it makes it easier for me to answer questions on one source, okay? It's not that I have ADD, I don't, but it just makes it easier for the old man. You want to make it easier for the old pirate. So thanks again. And on YouTube, let's see who's here on YouTube. Aaron Cortez. I was told by Bear to make sure I fully enunciate your name. Aaron Cortez. Gracias, mijo, for being here. Sean Keating, my boy from Philly. See, there are fans from other teams here. Matt 7207. Matt, I know you, but I'm not picking up on who you are. I know that name, so make sure I know who that is. Vicky, love Vicky. Again, Sean is here. Mike Sarah, the weightlifting god from Misery. And again, Vicky is here. Am I missing anybody? Wow, it won't go down. Oh, okay, there. Boy, it went down quick. It just picked up speed. Okay. There's a lot. Okay. Albert Smith, hey, thank you for being here. Raider Squid, shipmate, thank you for being here as well. And again, I gotta say it, happy Father's Day to all. Happy Father's Day to all. What is that? Savar Tanab? Wow, that's new. Thank you for being here, sir. Appreciate you being here. Raiders SBA for life, Raider Nation for life. Much love and respect. Thank you there. It's Savar Tanab. Maybe it's because I have my eye patch on. I need to change. Okay, it's Raider Travis. Thank you, Raider. It's Raider Travis. Thank you, SBA for life as well. Cap, I sent a picture of you to my sister, and she asked me where did I get the picture of our Uncle Norman. And my Uncle Norman, you know, I will say this, that my grandfather, if you've ever seen old movies like Marty, The Poseidon Adventure, The Dirty Dozen, if anybody knows Ernest Borgnine, my grandfather looked exactly like Ernest Borgnine on my father's side. Big Levy guy. Big weightlifting guy. He's the one that has the litany of the heart issues. He died when he was 48 years old. Weightlifter, great shape, just killed over because of bad genetics. My father died at 52, so any day that I am here, praise God. That's another day of me being here. So I know about, so if I'm Uncle Norm, I can be Uncle Norm. Logan Moore, thank you for being here. Who else is in here? The Malosos, again, love to the Malosos. Mike Gutzler, and again, Sean Keating is an Eagles guy. Hey, you know, Philly's in the house. I'm Philly, just not football. But I like Sean Keating because, you know, it's good to have a Philly guy in the house. Again, Raider Moore, Vicky Orr, Ed Winchell, thanks for being here. And there you go, Southside Raider Nation for life, Northern California. That's Aaron Cortez. We said Ed Winchell, Logan Moore. Southside Raider Nation, Sixon is in here. Thank you there. A lot of Southside in here tonight. Lots and lots of Southside. And we do have some SBA members as well because Travis was in the house. Very few pictures of them. Oh, you'll have to show me pictures of them. And Aaron is hanging out. Raider Ben, thanks for being around. Yes, Captain Jack is a Flyers fan. And again, thank you for being here. I love saying this. If you're here, I gotta wipe my eye. I apologize. I've been doing a lot of graphics today. You'll see when I do the show. My eyes are tired already, which sucks. But had to make sure that the graphics were there. And again, Thank you for being here amongst the crew. We're all Raider Nation. Sean Keating is a Flyers, Phillies, and Eagles fan, but he's good people. I love being here with everybody. Who else came in? JD is here. Jerry Warren. Jerry Warren, man. Wow. Thanks, man. It's been a minute, Jerry. It's been a minute. Happy Father's Day to you as well, Jerry. Jerry Warren, my brother from another mother, my Army shipmate. Wow, my eye's going to bother me for a while. I apologize. And again, love for all of Raider Nation. We are here. Wow, apologies. My goodness. I know I shouldn't rub my eyes, but it's going to be one of those long nights. Let me see if I can get my towel here. Hopefully that'll help out a bit. By the way, if you are wondering in the background, if you see what tonight's movie is, it is Rocky. I always like to have, because we don't have a lot of sports going on, I always like to have a good movie in the background. So tonight's movie is Rocky. Now I can't put my glasses on. No, this is going to suck. Okay, I got them on. Let's get to it. Now, Jamal Adams, hell no. He don't want to be there. He don't want to be there. Why even talk about somebody that doesn't want to be a Raider? Let me put me big sword down. Arr. But it's here. It's available. Let's get right to it. Let's go right to the studio. News and views. News and views in the studio. First thing we're going to talk about is the quick hits. Today's quick hits. Well, yesterday, sports is getting back to being sports. It's not quite there, but it's getting there. It's getting there. We had the Belmont Stakes yesterday, which is strange because I don't know if anybody really follows horse racing every year, but the Belmont is run last. It's the last of the Triple Crown races. But this year, obviously, because of the situation, it was first. And for the first time in over, I want to say 1880, 1980, about 140 years, it's been that long, a New York bred horse won the Belmont Stakes. And that was the horse, what was it again? It's something with the law. I can't really see it. Tis the Law. There you go. Tis the Law. They fought the law and the law won. They fought the law and the law won. So, great race yesterday. It gets me going. And then we had golf today. We had the RBC Heritage, which is over at Hilton Head. So we got some of that going on. I didn't see who was winning because they started late because they had some thunderstorms in the area. So, but the visuals were there. Hatton was the guy that was winning the last time I checked it out. And what we should have done today, hey, Cher Bear, that's got to be Cheryl. Thanks for coming over there to YouTube. Today was supposed to be the Geico 500 at Talladega, but that got postponed, probably because of weather, I'm guessing. But the one thing, got rained out. Postponed until tomorrow, but one thing I will not miss is, the 5,000 fans that were there, they're going to wait a day, but they're not going to have to worry about the stars and bars. Because NASCAR, as you know, is taking a round turn on that. Round turn is a Navy term, which means that they don't have to worry about that. And if they, the guy that the ESPN representative was doing the interview saying, hey, if it's on your vehicle, they'll ask you to cover it or go. You can't get on. Obviously, no flags. If it's on your person, if you have clothes that you're wearing that is predominantly stars and bars or Confederate flags. And by the way, folks, there's more Confederate flags than just the stars and bars. And I'm sure that there's going to be some people that are going to be trying to get around it by maybe doing other Confederate flags. And we'll see if people are smart enough to know what all of the Confederate flags are. Because one's actually a blue flag. It was like the blue flag of Texas, and that is a Confederate flag. I can't remember what it was, but it was like the blue lily flag or the blue rose flag, and that's a Confederate battle flag. So we'll see if the people that are smart, that are trying to get one over on people, if you don't know your history, well, there you go. Well, yeah, you can't stop planes over. Ed Winchell makes a point, but if you're going to be ignorant enough to rent an airplane with a Confederate battle flag, unless they shoot down the aircraft, and they're not going to do that. But for the most part, that has been resolved. Not going to see it. Not going to see it. What else is going on? Well, in football, Dak Prescott is about ready to sign his franchise tag. Going to make $31.4 million this year for 2020. By the way, if I'm very loud, I apologize. It might, because it looks like I have to turn it down a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Wow, that's still loud. Okay, yeah, that's a little better. $31.4 million doing the franchise tag. There's still a chance that he can sign with an extended contract. But honestly, if I was the Cowboys, I wouldn't do it. And Logan Moore, you're my goodness, Logan, I love you, brother, but you're taking my segues, man. You're taking my segues. Logan was talking about shoes for kids. We'll get to that later on. But thanks for showing that, Logan Moore. But I actually had that covered. Honestly, I had it covered. And if you don't know, again, like I said, so Dak's going to sign his franchise tag, $31.4 million. If I was the Cowboys, I'd just let him go sign for a year, see if he's even worth it. And if you don't know, also the MVP of last year was Lamar Jackson. Of course, he made the Madden cover, but he is already tempting fate. Being on the beach with a bunch of people without masks, without COVID, and he flipped over a jet ski. He's inviting injury. No injury as of yet, but don't tempt fate, man. Don't tempt fate. That's all I got to say. Further quick hits, and these are a lot of the COVID situations, and I put it on football. If you didn't look for baseball, I got you, Logan. No hate, brother. No hate. I try to be up on the news. I'm not hating on you, man. I actually knew what was going on. No hate, brother. No hate. By the way, Mike Madden, Jerry White, I think came over to YouTube. Hector Figueroa, Jack Varela, please come over to YouTube. Makes it easier for me. It was my eye patch is all screwed up. There you go. The COVID situation, again, the Phillies have had several players. I know this because I'm a Phillies fan. My boy, as well, Sean Keating, is a Phillies fan. We know at least 5 players in Clearwater have tested positive. The Yankees and the Mets aren't even coming back down to Florida. They're staying up in New York. I actually think that's smart because Florida is now the epicenter for the most COVID cases in the United States. So what I was saying before to Jerry D, I was wishing him well to to stay away, and stay safe up there. I hope JD gives me the same courtesy, because I think actually Hillsborough County, where I'm at, is actually the epicenter. I don't want to leave the effing house. And yes, I do have stuff to drink if I swear. It's become such a situation, again, that the NFL PA, the medical director, has advised people to stop working out together. I mean, it's 6 of the one, half of the other. You're going to have to work out eventually anyway. I really don't know whether that's the best thing that can happen. But apparently they don't want people to work out together, so we'll see. And a very bemused, I love the picture of Zeke Elliott. Yeah, Zeke's pissed, not because he contracted COVID-19. Zeke is pissed because the information came out to everybody, and he's like, who in the F told people? And the guy actually has, something that's right, because again, why? That's a HIPAA violation. It is. It's nobody's business what your health is. And I say this because people know that I am not in great health. Okay, I've made it be known that I have heart issues. I've made it be known that I'm a diabetic. I've made it be known, and you guys can see I'm kind of overweight and I'm old. So those are health issues. But I'm up on that. But it's nobody's effing business other than I told people that. So, and it's really gotten to a point where, and I was talking with Valerie. Love Valerie. Hopefully she's in here tonight. She said she would be here. Valorie's been away for a while, and I'd love to see Valerie. I love the ladies, you know that. I love my Raiderettes. But, things are gotten so bad that, I even was talking to Valerie last night. I said, honestly, selfishly, I really don't want sports this year because it's taking away from me having an opportunity to go out to Vegas to watch my Raiders play, and I got to sell all my tickets, and I might not even get my tickets sold, and I can't watch my team. So it actually, selfishly, and I know that I admit it, it's selfish. I want maybe, the sports to start next year in the spring. Let's start from baseball and go jump. And okay, basketball and hockey. Sorry, no champions, no Stanley Cup champion, no Walter whatever champion. Just suspend the trophy. Football, no college football, no college basketball. Maybe they can have a mini season for college basketball, maybe, and start next year. But again, I'm being selfish. I understand that, but that's my thought. But will it happen? I don't know, because there's so much stuff going on. I really don't know if it's going to happen or not. Turn the volume down. There we go. Wow, that mic is friggin' kicking. One other thing I'd like to talk about is I want to say welcome back to a Raider Ironman. Raider Ironman is coming back. He had been saying that he was basically going to hang up the uniform. But he's here, and he's going to be here. And I'm very happy to say welcome back to Jason Arellano, Raider Ironman. It's great to see him, and I really like that. I really like that because he's a great guy, and it's good to see him in here. Now, as I was talking as well, and we're going to get to it, is the Raider Nation events, and you're going to have to wait a couple minutes because it's on a display, and once the start occurs, then I will start the slideshow. And let's do it. Starting with in the July event, the Nation Booster Club is having its third annual barbecue by the lake. That's on Saturday, July 11th at Lynn Creek Park at Joe Pool. Swimming for the kids. You know, the meat, burgers, hot dogs are going to be supplied. Bring a side dish, and that's at Grand Prairie, Texas. Also, the Queen City Raider Nation is having its first annual picnic on Saturday, July 18th. That is in Stratford, Missouri, so be sure to stop by and check that out. Again, Queen City Raider Nation. Raider Nation Explosion number 2, Saturday, July 18th at the Madeira Fairgrounds with 4Dub, they are listed, and a custom car show. Live music, great food, and of course, many superfans. Make sure you contact M&M Production. That's Raider Mob Boss, Kevin Guilford, also Raider Tone. You can also call 559-518-8823. Now, the New England Raider Boosters, they're on here a couple times. On Sunday, July 19th, they have their annual bowling tournament. You can call their president, Jason Goff, at 401-338-9992 or jasongoff32@gmail.com, and I can supply that as well. My boy, Raider Homer, is having his first meet and greet, a charity event for the Texas Pit Crew charity at South Austin Beer Gardens. That's on Saturday, August 15th. Meet Deadpool Raider and Black Widow Raider are going to be there as well. There are also rooms available in the Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Buda, Texas, which is about 7 miles from the event. Rooms from King and Queen go for $89 a night, and $99 suites are available. Be sure to contact Raider Homer for more information. And that sounds like a really great event. The Kansas City Raider Nation is having its 5th anniversary picnic on Saturday, August 15th. Saturday, August 15th is very busy. That's at Longview Lake, shelter number 13. Please contact Ms. Dolores Chapa of the KC Raider Nation for more information on that event. Again, New England Raider Boosters, again, Saturday, August 15th, their summer barbecue. If you're interested and you're in the area, please contact Jason Goff. Again, that number, 401-338-9992. And you can contact me as well, and I'll provide that information. The Santa Maria Parade from the Black Hole of Santa Maria with special guests Tom Flores and Bob Grant to the NFL Players Congress. Bob Grant is a great guy, and I hope you heard his interview. Saturday, September 26th, starting at 8 o'clock on Broadway. Superfans, games, vendors, lots of fun. Contact Polo Rodriguez. And the Atlanta Raider Boosters, for the events that are coming up, from the 27th through the 29th of November, there's a Friday night meet and greet. There'll be a Saturday night party, and of course, Sunday is the tailgate. That's the 29th. Contact the Atlanta Raider Boosters, Kevin Granberry, Nikita Porter, and all their crew. And, of course, happy Father's Day to all here. From Patsy Lee Dixon, I got that graphic from her. Thank you, Patsy. It's really good to see you for that, and I appreciate that as well. Now, as I was talking about, screwed up here. I was talking about Bob Grant of the Retired Players Congress, and again, a great charity. Remember, go to playerscongress.com. They have these great T-shirts. I think they're $19.99 a piece. You saw me wearing the one a couple of weeks ago when we were doing the Bob Grant interview. They're very stylish. You know, when football was football. Support the Players Congress. Great guys. And no better way than to show your support for players that actually need your support. playerscongress.com. And finally, and this is what Logan was talking about, congratulations to Jerry Robinson, who was appointed the president of the board of directors for Shoes for Kids. Great charity. Again, if you don't want to give, well, actually, I shouldn't say you don't want to. You want to give to both of these people, right? Go to theplayerscongress.com and go to shoesforkids.com, okay? Great stuff. Every kid can get into the game, and that's just the way it is. You should go and give your support to all these people. 1 second, please. So that wraps up the Raider Nation events and charity causes. I'm glad that you liked that. Let's get right to it right now. Again, I got to put my iPad. I got my iPad all screwed up. I was reading it. So again, thank you for being here. Hey, Nana Guyton, Guyton. Nana, you got to tell me how to pronounce your name. I hate screwing that up. Oh, and again, who else is here? I'm going back over to Facebook. Mike Madden, Diane Knockin of the Southside Raider Nation. Jeremy Soga is also here. Kelly Cat definitely in the house. And like I said, welcome back to Iron Man. Good thing Diane said it as well. Joey Ayala, Doc Burdett is here, and there's Nana. Love Nana, great lady. And Nana, I hope you saw my that I'm wearing the MALOSOS shirt right now, and the bandana. I like them both. They're awesome. Love them. And Chris Lance is here again. If you are on Facebook, please come over to YouTube. Please come over to YouTube. If you come over, I will stop singing. Maybe. But anyway, I can hum a few bars. And I don't sound too bad. I mean, I'm not going to try out for the opera anytime soon. But I don't sound too bad. Not too bad. So anyway, if you would like to call in, we're going to take some phone calls. And again, we got sports to talk about. We went over, like I said, we had the Belmont. We had the golf tournament today. Somebody could tell me who won in the golf tournament. Oh, yeah, I love them, Nana. I love the stuff. Thank you again. And I will definitely be wearing your bandana again. And I'll put your shirt in the rotation, too. I love, like I said, anything that you guys... I'm a better dancer than singer? Man, I can sing. I'm not saying that I'm going to lead something, but there's songs I can actually sing. Remember, I was just doing it off the cuff. We do have Skype up. We did have some issues with the Google Hangouts last time. So hopefully that won't be an issue. Ooh, is my phone not on? Oh, there it is. Okay, hang on. Okay, now, what I am going to do is, again, Google Hangouts is on. If we're having some issues, and, we can do that. Again, Skype is up. If you want to Skype call me, it's Captain_Jack_Rackham. We've had Angria Trask did it in the past. Mike did it last time as well. So it works. 813-699-0834. Let's get some calls in here, man. I mean, it's 9:40. We're watching Rocky because it's sports. We got sports on the TV, which is rare because there's not that much sports going on. And again, I thank everybody for being here. Share up the site. Let's get everybody over here. Again, I will be doing a roll call of events. If your group has an event, let me know about it. And if you have graphics, that would help too. It makes it a lot easier to portray. It's eye stimulus. You know, when people see something, it's better. They can remember it, and it grabs them. So if you have a graphic, that's better. If not, I'll try to find something. I'm doing good, Jared. My house is a karaoke system. My wife has serious skills. I can dance, but lacking. See, I will dance and sing with you, Don Webb. I will sing with your asawa. Asawa is the Tagalog word for wife, okay, or spouse. I will sing with your asawa. I will dance with your asawa, and we'll have a good time because Don's wife is definitely going to be making some lumpia and pancit and all that other stuff. And Jared is in the house. I know I'll be getting a call here from him pretty soon. Again, line is open 813-609-0834. Oh, good. Yeah, I was going to say 6. And get me the events. Anytime that there are events that are available, let me know. And again, if you have a club, patches, shirts got to be at least 2X. This is a 2X, and it's tight, but it's because I'm fat. I admit it. It used to be I can wear a 2X, and I just didn't look as fat as I did, but that's true. Apparently Jared was doing some golfing today. Don's mahal ko. Oo talaga na hindi niya mo kaya nasabihin Tagalog kita? Oo, hindi. See, I'm speaking Tagalog. And again, Greg Wing is also over here as well. I do speak Spanish. I speak Tagalog. I speak some, what else? I speak some, like I said, some Arabic, some French, some German. Sixon's going to be sending me stuff. Thank you there, brother. Webb Simpson. Okay, so he won today. Was that the one we were talking about at? It was what do you call it? Down in South Carolina. I mean, I would play golf with Jared if he's around here. I don't have anybody to play golf with. Okay. Yeah. Thank you there. Vicky's gonna go cook us all something. Again, yeah, I do, Nana. I look good, and I said this in the promo. I said the MALOSOS gear makes me look younger and more guapo. That's Tagalog as well. It's probably Spanish as well. It's supposed to mean like guapo is like lindo, good-looking male term. Okay, Jared can call in, yeah, and Vicky is gonna, Vicky's gonna cook. And that's Jared. At least we know that the Google Hangouts is working tonight. It wasn't working the last time we did the show. You see, I still got some extraneous, extraneous voices on that. So we are good to go. We have Jared on the line. What do we got? Jared, what's going on with you, brother?
What's going on, Captain Jack? Happy Father's Day to you and everyone out there in the Raider Nation.
Happy Father's Day to everybody.
Yes. To let you know who won today, Webb Simpson saw final round 64. As he had seven birdies and won 5 of the last 7 holes of the day, and he held off Adam Anser and Daniel Berger, as well as Sergio Garcia and Brooks Koepka. So Webb Simpson was your winner at Harbortown this week.
Okay, well, thank you, man. Like I said, I actually was watching today, but they like at 7:00 they couldn't. The broadcast was going over, so only the people on the West Coast got a chance to see it live. I'm sure they cut away maybe to like the CBS Sports Network, but I watched 60 Minutes. So and regular.
And then probably flipped over to Golf Channel, I would think too, because like I said, they were delayed 3 hours because of the weather. It was really stormy down there, however, if you will. But yeah, there's some interesting news going on today. Like you said, I'm looking right now. Of course, one of the stories is, of course, Dak Prescott apparently now will sign his tender tomorrow, apparently at $31.5 million, and he will be with the Cowboys, it looks like, so he's going to play through it. However, the MLB votes is delayed again, obviously, and I don't know when they're going to talk again, maybe this week. I mean, they've got to get something. I thought they were supposed to have a deal done by tonight or possibly tomorrow, but now that's out of the question. And let's see what else we got. We got a former Miami Dolphin great passing away yesterday, Jim Kick, at the age of 73, believe it or not, surprisingly. I think they said he died in his sleep, they said he was 73, but yeah, there's been a lot of interesting stories over the weekend, let's just say.
Okay, apologize to everybody that Apparently the speakers were down. I apologize. Just let me know, and I will take care of the audio issues. But you guys should be able to hear now.
And then we got the ESPYs on tonight as well. How the ESPYs are ongoing right now as we speak. However, I mean, like you said, you got Rocky on. I'm between the ESPYs and, of course, the Naked Gun right now. However, part 3. So I'm flipping back and forth. However, but yeah, I mean, right here it says here, sources MLBPA postponed as talks continue with the league. I mean, they apparently met yesterday. The executive board met, and the players plan to delay voting on the proposal until they collected data on testing after several outbreaks of training facilities in major league cities. But now, as of this morning, the players intended to vote, however, before reversing course after Manfred's letter. So, I don't know. I mean, now with all the training camps shut down, how in Florida, Arizona, it makes you wonder if baseball will happen now this season.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing. If I was Manfred, providing that they can give a positive response to how they're going to take care of the COVID testing, then get that done. Once they can figure that out, then at least say, hey, you're going to do at least a 50-game season. You got to at least do that.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be interesting. And then, of course, you talk about COVID, how, I mean, you have a guy on the PGA Tour tested positive for Nick Watney, and then they said, oh, we're going to start having people back at these tournaments, and now that's up in the air because next week, I mean, they're playing up in Connecticut, supposedly, at the Travelers Championship before they go to Nicklaus's tournament, I think around the 4th of July, however. But now that's up in the air, however, and so it leads you to wonder how, I mean, if that's going to be a big hassle now as well.
Yeah, and again, I and you guys have heard me say this. I am all about safety. I am all about everybody getting the best health. There shouldn't be out there, and I, like I said, and you missed the opening, Jerry, but I actually was talking about the tournament and COVID and things like that, and Dak Prescott signing. But here's the thing, I've even said that I will forego the season this year because, and I say this selfishly, I say it selfishly only because I got a lot of money that is out for Raiders season tickets. That's at least $4,000. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And selfishly, I would say, what do you call it? I would say forego the season. Let me get the credit for next season. Throw it back over to 2021. This way I don't lose money on going to games that I can't go to or have the negative opportunity to go to it. I know it sucks. And again, I say this selfishly. But I just say that maybe if baseball can't get together and they can't get a season going on, then maybe let's start in spring with baseball, or maybe even a small NCAA basketball season starting in like 1 January if it's looking good for that. Just, we're already halfway through 2020. We are already halfway through 2020. Forgo the season. Let's get everybody safe. And, let's get people back to work that need to get people back to work. People will have to suck it up and not have sports. And because, again, the athletes don't want to screw around with something that can curtail their career, too.
Mm-hmm. I'm just wondering, I mean, you talk about the seasons and we've been hearing all about the NHL and the NBA. However, I mean, the NHL is supposed to be back in 2.5 to 8 weeks, wherever they're going. And the NBA with what's happening down in Florida, like Florida cases are rising in Orlando and everywhere in Florida. You need to wonder if the NBA will go on as scheduled, and the NHL, who knows what cities are going to host the NHL,
Right, and like I said, with the NBA down in Orlando, and Orlando is not quite the epicenter. The epicenter of the COVID situation right now is where I'm at. It's Hillsborough County, Tampa, St. Petersburg, which is Hillsborough and Pinellas. This is the epicenter for Florida, for the entire nation, and it's one of the reasons why I'm not leaving the house.
Yeah. Well, just be careful. Everyone's got to be careful. I have, like I said, only you in Florida. I have a lot of friends in Florida, and I went to school with them, and I have family down there too. But it's crazy anymore. It really is. But let's keep thinking good thoughts, Howard, and hopefully things will get back home. But I don't want to fear the worst, but it's crazy. You never know what's going to happen.
Right, and like I said, I want people to be well. I want to stay well, but I want to get back to work as well. Because here's the other thing: while I'm here teleworking, I'm not going to any games because I'm not going to chance saying that, hey, you went out of your safety zone to go to a friggin' Raiders game, which means that you're stupid enough to do something stupid like that. We're going to fire you. I mean, they have every thing in their favor to do that. I can't chance that.
It's crazy. Well, we'll see what happens, though.
You got it.
All right, I'll be in touch.
Hey, thanks again, Jared. Always good hearing from you.
You too. See ya.
All right, that was Jared, our caller for the evening. Again, you guys should be able to hear him. Trust me, the speakers are blowing my ears out, so I made sure that everybody can hear. The views were much better, of course. Hooters, what's not to like about Hooters? But I tell you, these ladies are more awesome than Hooters, okay? Cherie Pentea has come in to join us, Susie Nuno, Perla Torres, beautiful ladies, much nicer looking than Hooter ladies. I'm telling you, real beautiful ladies. Also, we got Tavo Romanowski, Carmine Pucci. Hey, Carmine, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? You okay, buddy? Hey, how you doing? Jason Hernandez is here and Daniel LaFaith. If you are here on Facebook, I appreciate you being here, but please come over to YouTube. It makes it easier for me to see your comments. It gives me more watching hours, and I appreciate it. I just do. Just click the link at the top where you're watching on Facebook. Click the link to the YouTube page and go there. It's real easy. It really is. Becky, Angela, and Anna, I don't know, Vicky. I'm not sure. And even Mike Sarah says the hockey, NBA, baseball. And I like I said, because of all these athletes that have come down with the sickness. Again, 5 Philly players, and Sean was here. Like I said, Sean Keating, my Philadelphia brother. Okay, they had at least 5 players that they cleaned out their entire spring training facility. Okay. The Rays, I think, have gone down. There are at least 2 Lightning players, if not more, for hockey here in Tampa that have come down with the virus. As you know, and you saw in the graphic, 2 Buccaneers came down with the virus. They didn't say who. I can, what I can you know where my mind is going. You know where my mind is going. Read several doctors say if you got a flu shot, pneumonia, shingle shots, you could test positive for COVID-19. Well, I had a shingle shot. Okay. Well, I would much rather have a shingle shot than not have COVID. Let's put it that way. I would much rather have a shingle shot than not have COVID. And again, thank you for everybody. TJ Monroe has also come over from Facebook. If you're on Facebook, thank you. But please come over to YouTube. And again, love the ladies, Susie and Perla and Cherie. My man, my son and brother for Father's Day. The man got is that a leg? The man got a leg and he was kicked to the curb? Huh. I'm hoping that I'm doing the show. I'm showing that. Okay, I don't know why it looks like. Why is it going? Is it going backwards? Are you guys? Because I'm looking at program right now. It looks like the old stream is going on. Okay, let me do this again. I want to make sure. Okay, because I'm looking on the YouTube broadcast and it looks like we're back on quick hits. I'm hoping that's not true, so I'm going to show this again just to make sure. Get this squared away. I'm hoping that we are not actually watching quick hits on the YouTube broadcast. Look, okay, I know why. Stupid. Where is it? Are we back? Okay. Huh. I don't know where we're at. Okay, I don't know where we're at. I'm just gonna go through. It looks like that because I was looking on the YouTube broadcast and it looked like we were going back through all the things that we did. Okay, the man got kicked to the curb. Oh, okay. No, man, my son and brother for Father's Day, the man got kicked to the curb. What'd you do, Vicky? You kicked somebody to the curb? Yeah, hey, if he deserved it, he deserved it. Line is open. We can call via Skype, Captain _Jack _Rackham. And Randy Travis's, Raider Travis. Boy, that's a slip. Raider Travis is on YouTube. Thank you there. And Ronnie Gutierrez has also come over. Again, if you are watching on Facebook, thank you, but please come over to YouTube. Okay? Please come over to YouTube. I'm very lucky where I live, not one case of COVID-19. Jerry was outside of Sacramento, I think. I think he was outside of Sacramento. And were we talking about domestic abuse? I hope not. I didn't quite get the okay, now I get the conversation. Yeah, screw that. Ed Winchell, that is sexist as hell. That is sexist as hell. Vicky is going to be kind enough to do a dinner with me when I get out there, but it's not a sexist thing. It's like, women do not belong barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen. That is an old stereotypical bullshit. There you go. Don't ever take abuse. And Dale McSwain is in here as well. And Dale, we were talking about COVID, and I actually think that, yeah, 300 miles north of Sacramento. Wow, okay, so he's actually farther north than I thought. I know Jerry was actually one of the people that was almost going to be with me, was it 2 years ago when he won a ticket, but he couldn't come? So, yeah, no abuse. Southside Sixon says it as well. Line is open, 813-699-0824. We have heard from Jared already. This time I'm getting Alfredo. I love Alfredo. Man, I tell you. Oh, tonight, what did I have? For Father's Day, I actually, as a treat, yep, it is. It's sexist and wrong. It is. This is ideological, Beaver or Ward and June Cleaver thinking. This is not Leave It to Beaver. This is not My Three Sons. This is not 60s, early 60s television. Women are a strong force in the workforce, and they need to be represented as well. Beto Nario and Fred Lujan, thank you for coming in on Facebook. Please come to YouTube. Please come to YouTube. Okay. And ask if you can do that to her IG story. And again, because I'm wearing my thing. Yeah, but Ed Winchell, man, women can cook because it's not a requirement. Ed, love you, brother, but you got to get with the times, man. Got to get with the times. If a lady wants to cook dinner for their man, it's hopefully because they want to and not that they're required to. You know what I'm saying? Sixon should cook. He's Italian, man. And I know Carmine's Italian too. So, I mean, and Italian men, Italian women, love Italian food. And Vicky, I will speak Portuguese whenever I need to have speak Portuguese. Like I said, I speak Spanish, Tagalog, German, a little bit of Arabic, a little bit of French. I get around. Well, I have a way better job than me, and I'm happy for that. There you go. Mike Sarah says it. It was, Ed, because it was the tone. It was the implied tone. That's what it was. And yes, when Vicky cooks, man, it's some great stuff. And I haven't even, you know what? I owe 3 shots. I owe 3 shots. Hang on a second. From the last show, I owed 3 shots. I got my eye patch on. But I want to be able, and I remember I owed 3 shots from the last show. So I'm doing big slugs. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Those are the, wow, man, that is loud. That is loud as hell. Vicky, we're caught up. Have I seen all the pics of Carr? Of our quarterback's been hitting the gym. He just better be ready. I don't care if he's buff. I don't care I don't care if he's the scrawny looking 98-pound weakling at the beach that gets sand kicked in his face. Okay, that's no. I do have the shot glass. I have the shot glass, and I have the other stuff ready, and I have the other stuff. Okay, those were the big gulps. Those were the big gulps. Oh, I got to do another shot. Shit. Oh, 2 shots now. See, that's not fair. Here you go. Okay. Right here. Wait a second, Steve. You're not gonna. This is not taking away your time. That's 1 shot. They're making me drink, Steve.
Oh, they are?
They're making me drink.
Oh, man. I should have one with you.
My goodness.
That's it.
Yeah. Ooh. You know I don't drink. Did someone say
I'm a lightweight.
shot?
I'm the designated driver, Captain, so
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, well, I actually have you on so very loud because they said that they couldn't hear the person on the other line. So now I have Steve down to about 73. Go ahead and talk, Steve. I don't want to blow my own ears out. So go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say I was watching that race. I was watching it on Fox. Was it in Darlington or was it Talladega today? They kept talking about the rain delay, and they did a lot of special interest stories, and then I had to go back to work.
Yeah, Talladega was postponed until tomorrow. And there were 5,000 people that were in the stands or had already gotten their tickets in, so they will be made to come back tomorrow.
Wow, that's one of the feature races. It's like Daytona or some of the other ones because, I went on a couple of years ago. I saw a friend of mine that was he had a little juke joint in his backyard. He had a thing going on since blues music since '52 and everything. His name was Henry Gibson. And I found out through a friend of mine. And of course, when you're down there, you hear, you're pretty close to Atlanta when you're around Birmingham. And so I started hearing about Talladega, and I thought, man, one of these days, it'll be on my bucket list to go to one of the races there, just to say that I went to a race there.
Yeah, I wanted to go to Talladega. In fact, every time I was on I-95 when I was stationed up in Virginia, and I would get into what's the racetrack that's right off in 95?
Darlington?
Darlington, there you go. I would see the signs for Darlington, and I said, I got to go to Darlington one of these days. Okay, I got to go to Darlington. I never made it. I'd love to go to Talladega. I'd love to go to Atlanta. I haven't even been to Daytona, and I'm only like 2 hours. Two? Yeah, it's about 2 hours away. But I got to have a reason to go, so I will go. And again, I'll admit it, NASCAR is a different sport. It's a different sport. And
Right.
and I mean, to be honest, I would like to see a race from the infield, But I gotta wear sunscreen. I actually had one time I had something on my back and it was removed. It was a growth that was either they said it was like precancerous. I haven't been back, so I got to do that as well. So
Yes, sir.
I mean, you got to stay out of the sun. My stepson is actually he does lawns, and I'm fearful because again, you do lawns in Florida, you're getting baked, and I'm not saying baked as in the marijuana sense. I'm talking about baked as in like you get that sun, and hopefully he's covering up because that's something that you need to be aware of. So I'm hoping that he's good to go.
I used to go to my niece's high school softball games, and you get to a point where you're dehydrated, you don't even sweat, so you don't even know about it, and then all of a sudden you start feeling lightheaded, and you're like, oh, this is pretty serious here. I'm not getting enough water here. I got to get out. You got to get your fluid levels up. But one of the reasons why I wanted to call was because I wanted to wish you and all the other dads out there happy Father's Day. And I was going to say, we're all such big sports fans. What were some of the memories you can remember, sporting events you went with your dad with?
Well,
that really stick out to you.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you, I was with, and I said it's mostly been with my mom. I mean, because my dad was, being the fact that he was in the military and he was gone a lot. It was mostly, and he was also sick. So my memories of most of the sporting events were with my mom, and nothing bad. I mean, my dad was with me when I went and tried out for Little League when I was a kid, and all that went with that. But most of the time I went to sporting events, it was with my mom. And by the way, Raider Wolf and Raider Jester have come in here. Gentlemen, good for being here. Thank you for being here. Please come over to YouTube. Please come over to YouTube. There you go. Blue
I know what you
Moon.
mean. My dad was an Ohio State fan, but as far as other sports, he didn't really care and everything. So my mom is the reason why I became the sports fan that I am, because her father, she went to her first baseball game. I think I've told you this when she was like 2 years old. So my grandfather had the, being an Indians fan, because he was a preacher traveling, wherever he was a preacher. My grandmother was the elementary school teacher. And so anyway, he always had like the Yankees game on because everybody thought that the Yankees is the evil empire. And then he had the Indians on TV or vice versa. So he had two games going on at the same time. But that was one thing my mom and I used to do. We used to go down and watch Astros games in the Astrodome and stuff. But actually, I like Minute Maid Park better because there's no in the old Astrodome there was no atmosphere. Because you like to have the roof open, especially the first and last month of the season. I don't know if we're going to have a season, but it's my mom was a huge football fan, Oiler fan, Ohio State fan. She would sit there, get this. I think I've told you this story. She loved John Gruden's analysis of games, and she didn't care what game was on. That was one of her rituals. That she would sit there and watch all the games that he was calling and stuff, just to hear him call the games and stuff. And she was watching the game. She was really into it. And it was two teams she could care less about, but that's the kind of fan she was. So when you hear about my fandom, you can attribute that to my mom, just like with you and your mom.
Right. Now, let me ask a question, Steve. What are you hearing? Because, again, Houston is let me see, they have, three major sports? They don't have hockey, right?
Well, they did have hockey. What they had is they had a minor league. Well, actually, this is kind of cool. Back in, I think it was 1970, Cincinnati was supposed to get, this is the World Hockey League back in the Gordie Howe days. But it fell through, so they had the Arrows. So
yeah, the Houston Aeros. Yeah, with it was Gordy and his two sons, but they were right, but they were WHA. They weren't NHL. And the closest you got is like Dallas Stars up a little ways from you, right?
No, yeah, but we actually did have hockey for about 10 or 15 years and stuff, and they won 2 minor league championships. But then they ended up being not a AAA basically for the Minnesota Wild, and then eventually it folded, and so we lost our team. But it was ironic back then because I used to love that. You know how it is. You go to your first hockey game. I would date different women, over the years and stuff, and they didn't really care that much about sports. But you get them in their first hockey game, they're like, okay, it's Saturday night. Are there Arrows in town? It would be out to hockey games because there's constant action, as you know. You know how it is, Captain. You feel the same way. I mean, it's great to watch in person, but on TV you just can't follow it as much. Right.
I mean,
to answer your question.
Yeah. Well, but the point is that being that Houston is a predominant at least three major sport town. What are they saying in Houston about the season kicking off, because again, the Rockets they would have made the NBA playoffs, correct?
Right. As far as I know, they would have.
Okay.
San Antonio was like the 12th seed, so they were out on the outside looking in.
Okay, so you had the Rockets that were going to be in the playoffs, which would have been in Orlando. You got the
Right.
Astros, which obviously, and I'm not talking any bad juju on the Astros, but at least the Astros were supposed to start playing, and they're up in Kissimmee area because my
Right.
my friend
Yeah.
would go, a big Astros fan as well. So.
Right.
But you have baseball, and then of course you have the Texans. What are they saying? What is that guy? The big Houston guy? I can't remember his name. The guy that's on the Chronicle, the big sportscaster guy that has all the information. What are they saying in Houston about the start of the season? I want to hear from other folks. We are worldwide. We are national. I want to hear what other people are saying about the people going into sports this year.
Well, I don't know. I hate to say this, Captain. With the schedule that I have, I'm not privy to listen to a lot of sports because of being inside. But I do know. I just wanted to tell you, we also have the Houston Dynamo, which is really, really popular, our soccer team.
Right.
And they play downtown and everything. And of course, Houston has the big Hispanic, Latino, huge population down here. But it also is a crossover. You know how it is. Soccer appeals to all different types of people, so it's just, their core base is the Latin population and everything. But there are other fans and everything. That's a lot of fun to go watch those games and everything. Obviously, it's a spring game, but I don't. To tell you the truth, I really don't know what they're saying. I'm hoping. I think they're really hoping to have a season, but maybe in the back of their minds, thinking with all this Astro stuff, that the scandal and stuff, maybe it's good we don't have as long as the season. But to answer your point, I really don't know what the scuttlebutt is. I don't watch enough. I basically, because of all this stuff with COVID and all this stuff going on, the only thing I really watch is I watch that stuff. What is that the NFL Network and everything, to find out what Kay and everybody's saying up there about all the national teams. So and I hate to say it, Captain, I'm just focused on the Raiders. I wish I was more focused on the Astros, but with the scandal and stuff, it's really turned me off on the Astros, because it's really tarnished something that was, we waited our whole life to win a championship, and that was taken away due to this cheating scandal. It's really, I've had people tell me they don't, like myself, we don't care if we even go to an Astros game this year, even if they do have it, because of this situation. You could understand that, right?
Yeah. I mean, because you were disenchanted, being the nice way to say it, i.e., you were pissed off that they didn't win it the right way. They didn't win it the right way. And that would upset me as well, because again, you want to have something that you can call your own, and you want to say that when we won the championship, it was because we earned it, and it was something that was meant for us. But unfortunately, that doesn't happen. So, I mean, we got to see what's going on, and we got to see, again. And I don't know whether you were here earlier. I said, you know what, just not play this year, because we've already, I don't want to say we've wasted half a year, but it's almost July, and we haven't even begun to figure out what's going on. We haven't figured out what's going on.
Hey, I got a great story for you real quick.
Okay.
Okay, this is a Larry Zonka story. You know, we all know that the great Don Shula passed away, and he was a heck of a person. He was really a fan favorite. He went that extra mile to connect with the fans and stuff. Just like, I'm sure Al Davis, you see pictures of him walking through the stands and people kind of lining up just to say hi to him or get a glimpse of him. Anyway, so the Dolphins were playing down there at the Coliseum back when Larry Zonka was playing for him, and Larry Zonka, the Saturday before the Sunday game, they were able to use the Raiders. They used the field at the Coliseum, so they used the Raiders locker room.
Right.
And so Larry Zonka went to the same college as Art Toms over at Syracuse. Art Tom, he says, I was going to play a joke on Art Toms and put something in his locker or something. He says, I look in his locker and I see the whole entire playbook about what they were going to do for the next day on Sunday's game. So he turned it into Monty Clark, and Monty Clark's from Northern California. Of course, I think he was a coach with the Detroit Lions at one time, but he was. He was a line coach for Shula. So anyway, so he turns in the playbook to Monty Clark, and he says, the next day they lost the game, and Zonka says, wait a minute, Monty, did you turn over that playbook to Shula? and he says, yeah, I turned it over to Shula. Shula looked at it and threw it in the trash. He said, if I'm going to win, I'm going to win the right way instead of cheating and stuff. He says, I didn't want to have this an unfair advantage. And the ironic part of it was the Dolphins lost that game in Oakland, but that shows the kind of character that Don Shula had. He had everything. He had the whole game plan and everything, but he decided, no, if I'm going to win, I want to do this the right way so I can have a clear conscience. I find that story pretty remarkable. What say you, Captain?
Well, I mean, and that's why I love Don Shula. In the fact is that he did things the right way. He did things the right way, and you got to praise the man for doing that. That's why with they saying that with all these wins that Belichick is getting, they're going to say that eventually he's going to pass him, and then because on the wins they're going to call him the greatest coach. He is not the greatest coach. Don Shula is the greatest coach, and that's just the way it's going to be.
Yeah, Don Shula bristles when he heard him. He called him because he says he couldn't stand Belichick because he didn't win it the right way because there's the Deflategate and all these other scandals, the taping and all that, and he just thought very negatively about Belichick because he said he didn't do it the right way. I mean, it's like why would you want to have an asterisk next to your name and have people think, what about that Super Bowl? What about this one? These are all they could have cheated, and Shula was like that. He was a person of character. He says, if I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose. But, either we're going to win because we just didn't have a good game. I mean, we had a good game, or we lost because we didn't get the breaks.
Yeah.
And that's the way we all grew up with sports. And I just have one last thought. I have a lot of great memories of my dad because my dad used to be in the hotel business and stuff. But whatever he could do, he made the effort to try to be at as many baseball and football games as mine and Pop Warner and all that stuff in middle school and high school. So God love him, man. He made me the man I am today, and I miss the hell out of him because he's my hero. I told my dad one time, I said, John Wayne is one of my heroes, but I said, you're my hero, but he's a pretty close second. He says, well, if I'm in the conversation with John Wayne, it can't be that bad.
Hey, great thoughts. Hey, Steve, thanks for calling in, brother.
Hey, happy Father's Day and good health to you, Captain. I hope you're healthy and happy and safe, and just check in and let us know how you're doing because we're concerned about you and everybody else out there. We're all brothers and sisters in Christ, and I love my Raider family. This is what's getting us through, Captain, and have a great night.
You too. Thanks again there, Steve. That is always good hearing from you. That was Houston Steve. And if you don't see me on Facebook or if you don't see a video from me come out, then make sure I'm around. Okay. If you don't see me, then yeah, maybe I'm not doing well. So it's always good to have people kick, and I appreciate Steve doing that. Raider Bear is in the house. Thank you for joining us, Raider Bear. Always great to see if you care, you share the Bear when he's doing his show as well. I gotta say that. Great to see SBA is in the house as well with Joe Oscar Bordelon. Oh, he told me how to pronounce his name, Bordelon. I want to make sure I don't screw that up. Great seeing you, Raider Bear. G Mike is also here. Again, we're here on a Sunday. We were actually talking sports because we had what was scheduled to be NASCAR today. It was postponed. It's going to be tomorrow. That's Talladega. We did have golf. Jared came on and said who won the golf tournament. I don't remember. Some guy won a golf tournament. I can't remember who it was. I'm sorry. It was golf. I was watching until they turned it off. And then, like I said, we had horse racing yesterday with the Belmont. Well, I like horse race, man. Like I said, 2 minutes out of your time, and you are glued to the TV. You are glued to the TV because you want to see who wins. You might not even know anything about sports or horse racing, but you want to watch. You want to watch. Let me get back up, caught up on what I like the joke from who was saying that and thank you for Matt Marinovich for saying this. Great information here. Thank you there, Matt. Fight between the Major League Baseball owners and players, which will result in a strike next year, again, because the CBA is done next year, and will likely or doubtful play this year. There you go. And I said that let's just forego sports this year and start up next year with baseball. Well, that might not even happen. So thanks for that information there, Matt. Again, I was just saying that if baseball can come to a conclusion where you can have the safety checks of, for the COVID, because I know that that's something that the Players Association is going up for. They need to have that done. If it can't get done, they're not gonna come back. And baseball isn't as it's basketball is man on man, football man on man, hockey man on man. Baseball isn't as much, but still there is some that inner contact. But even they can't get their stuff right. So we'll see. And again, I don't think I think that basketball, because of what's going on down the street in Orlando, with the COVID situation getting worse, I can't see them getting their stuff together. So basketball's out, hockey would be out, and then you think football's going to come back when they have people already testing positive? And I can guarantee you, and I'm not doing this because Bear's here, but remember there are 2 players that are positive on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You know that if one of those people that is positive is a certain individual who gets a lot of airtime, if he's one, man, you can just hear the uproar. You can just hear the uproar. I love the comment from Raider Travis, decided to get out while I was still alive. He was talking about, I guess, with drugs and alcohol, because he would break out in bars in handcuffs. Great joke. Raider Travis, SBA in the house. Thank you there as well. Put kind of King of Crazy. I said we got SBA and we got Southside in house. That's good to see. Logan Moore is vice president of Vegas. Welcome to that. So 13 years is a big number. I guess that's 13 years sober. Congratulations to you, sir. Don Chula called Belichick. That's true. I call him Belichick. Because it's true. God, I need to get up on the Bear. Yep, Bear's in the house. Vicky says hello to him. You got to go over. You got to go over to YouTube. Webb Simpson, that's the guy who won. Thank you there, Mike Sarah. Let's see what we got here. God, it's so quick. The Pro Bowl here in Vegas will continue here. I don't know. They said that they're going to have it starting next year. They're going to have the Pro Bowl in Vegas. The Pro Bowl is kind of a wasted game. I know, because they were doing it in Orlando for so many years. And one good thing I say about having the Pro Bowl in Vegas, which would be good, is when they have the Pro Bowl in Orlando, invariably it rains. It rains. So I like the fact that you would have the Pro Bowl in January, and when it's not so damn hot, it would be a good time to have it. And so I can see that. Southside, yep, lots of Southside. Logan Moore and Captain's always dropping some knowledge. Thank you there, Asylum. I don't know what I said at that time, but thank you. And let's see here. Yeah, thank you. I love the joke, Travis. Yeah, you are high ranking. Thank you as well. Yep, good. Congratulations are in order. Lots of congrats going around. Let's see what else. Pro Bowl needs to be in Chicago with the snow. Come on, Sixon. Really? In January? In January? I know it's a joke. But just can you... I mean, when I see the snow, when I see this snow, I think of like the ice, and it wasn't even the ice game, the Ice Bowl game in '67 between the Cowboys and the Packers. They didn't have a lot of snow. It was packed off onto the side, but the field was so icy you couldn't get traction, and it was so damn cold. It was. I mean, I'm surprised that people didn't have some of their appendages get frostbite. I'm surprised. George Allen is also here from Facebook. Thanks again. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, great. You're right where you need to be. If you're watching on Facebook, please come over to YouTube. If you are watching and you have not subscribed, remember, if you're a Raider fan, I gotta say this. If you're a Raider fan, I'm giving out the Raider bag of wonderfulness at $8.50. That's 40 more subscriptions. And then at 1,000, let me change the camera here. At 1,000, let me get the other shot. 1 second. Got to do a camera swap here. Okay. At 1,000 subscribers, this helmet, that right here, the Marcus Allen helmet with the certificate of authenticity right here, that goes at 1,000, okay? But we got to get the $8.50 first because I want to give out the Raider bag of great stuff, great Raider stuff. So we'll do that first, okay? Got to get the $8.50. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed and you want to win, you gotta subscribe and make sure it's public, because if you're not subscribed publicly, I don't know you're subscribed. So I can only get with the people that are publicly subscribed, and they're in for it. Okay. See who else has come over. Michael Fornerato, Michael Aragon. Hey, we got the God, I'm brain farting the names. Mike, man, what's your group? It's Droopy. It's I gotta have some brain damage, man. I gotta have brain damage. The hell, Droopy and the other three guys. What's your name, Mike? God, this is what happens when you don't go to Raider events and you don't see people. Michael Aragon was one of the last people I saw when I was out visiting KOS in February. Okay? I was with KOS. I was with their club up in February. Homies, thank you. Oh, my God. Thank you there, Sixon. The homies. Raider Droopy of the homies. There you go, the homies. I apologize. It was one of those things. You know the name. You just can't get it out. But Michael Aragon and a couple of the other guys, where I saw them with KOS up in, it wasn't San Jose, it was the area right around where NASA is. Yeah, the homies. Great guys. Thank you there, brother. But it's great to see the groups. Like I said, we had Raider Jester and Raider Wolf. We got the homies in the house. We got Raider Bear. We're family here. This is family. This is like, and I don't know whether you watch the show, but I like to watch what is it? The not NYPD Blue, the Blue show, the Blue Cop show with Tom Selleck, right? And every Sunday night, they have the family, the good old-fashioned Irish Sunday night dinner, okay? Blue Bloods, there you go, Blue Bloods. I figured I'd get it. But this is Sunday night. This is like the family dinner, Santa Clara. Thank you there, Mike. And this is family. We all get together. We sit around. We have some good food. We have conjecture, not heavy talk, not nasty talk, not stuff that, thank you there, Kelly Cat. Okay, well, thank you for subscribing. Make sure it's public, honey, please. Make sure it's public. Make sure it's public. And if it's not public, tell me and or I'll tell you if I see something and it doesn't say your name, go. There is a YouTube. There's actually on YouTube. It says how to make your subscriptions public. You got to autograph Rich Gannon MVP football, man. Aaron Cortez and Blair. Since you are here, I made sure that I pronounced Aaron's name. I got it wrong. Correctly. Aaron Cortez. And we had Nana in here from the Malosos. I'm wearing my Malosos stuff. Great. Not Magnum PI. Blue Bloods. Where Tom Brady's ex stars on that show. And you could tell how stupid TB12 is when he used to be married to Moynihan is her name. Is it Brenda Moynihan? I don't know, Jerry. You gotta see if yours is public too. Go to YouTube and it says make sure your subscription is public. You got to go to your settings and different things like that, and then you know it's public. Never seen it. Great show. It's CBS Friday nights. CBS Friday nights. You have like MacGyver. And I like the new MacGyver series. I like the new. There's a like a Thai, Chinese, a Vietnamese girl. Her name is Levy. That's one reason why I like her. Levy Tron, very good looking young lady. Very physical, as far as like she can kick ass. Lots of tats. So anybody that likes chicks with tats can go watch MacGyver, CBS, Friday nights at 8. Then you have on, of course, Magnum PI, the new Magnum PI. And, you know, it's not Tom Selleck, but the guy who does it does a decent job. It's Jay, what's his nose? The guy that was in, he was Chavez in Friday Night Lights, that guy. He's Magnum PI, right? I love the British agent. They did Higgins as a woman this time. I like it. It's a good upgrade. Tattoos. What are those? Yeah. Yes, Sixon. Yeah. I tell you, Sixon and Raider Bear, I think have us covered, literally, with tats. I don't have any. So, but I can live vicariously through Sixon and Raider Bear, because if I ever needed a tattoo, I could just probably, rub up against one of you two guys and get some tattoo rub, and this way we'll do that. See sports, yeah, and what we were talking about, Bo, yeah. There you go, Blue Bloods. Kelly Cat knows it. We're talking CBS. I got Rocky Balboa on the screen. If you don't, let me go to the other camera, because then you can see it in the. There you go. I'm gonna fade here. Okay, you see, we're watching Rocky. You see Rocky up where the K is. See where it says the K on my name, where Jack it says K. That's Rocky Balboa. And right now they're going through the scene of the, it's like Tarver, who actually is from here in Tampa, is beating up Rocky in the virtual fight. And this was a decent story as far as Rocky. It wasn't bad. So, it was definitely a pretty good story. But we still have the line open, 813-699-0824. Remember, if you want a Skype call, Captain_Jack_Rackham. We got boxing. You only have one tattoo. Hey, there we go. We can talk about tattoos. Like I said, we have 6. And how many tattoos do you have? And if Bear is still on, mine are stickers. You are so full of crap. I don't have any. And I'll tell you why. First off, because of my heritage, when my father was alive, my father being Jewish, because my father was Jewish, I never had tattoos because of my father when he was alive. And my father died in 1996. Send what to you? Sixon says he's going to win the Marcus Allen helmet. You say you're going to win the Marcus Allen helmet. You guys better subscribe a lot. You can subscribe. I mean, guess you can get as many subscription names, because as long as it's valid subscriptions, you can do that. But the 850, like I said, that's for the Raider prize pack. That's for like Raider floor mats, Raider car flag, or Raider football, 2 Raider things for, like, actually one of them is like here, the mini pendant or pin thing here. There's also the Raider Super Bowl tickets pendant there. There's a captain or a Captain Pirate bottle opener. There is a Ray Guy commemorative, an Al Davis commemorative. A Raider watch is in there as well. So it's a really nice portion of Raider prize pack. So make sure you tell everybody, because again, I'm going to give it to somebody. And if somebody wins that it says is a subscriber and it's not a Raider fan, then I will give them a $50 gift card, and then I'll just put the prize pack in until we get to 900. So we'll get it. We'll get it given out. Jason Snell, thanks for coming in here as well. Again, if you're in here, and I appreciate it. I appreciate the thumbs up. Oh, the Ray Guy commemorative, it's like what do you call like a thing that like a big paperclip thing? It's what it kind of like a clip. It's a Hall of Fame commemorative Ray Guy thing. All that. So see, Vicky says it's her. Hopefully, I had you had a Sugar Ray Leonard speed bag. That's cool. I have it somewhere, and I don't know where I put it, but I actually have a Joe Frazier autographed. It was like a card that my dad got me, and I think I was stupid enough, because I was a kid, because you know how you have these autographs on like the glossy picture, like a glossy picture, and you have the autograph. I think I was stupid enough, because I didn't understand. I was a kid. I said I didn't like the fact that you really couldn't see the autograph. So I took a pen and I went over his name. Stupid. I admit it. Stupid. The Ray Guy I got is over there. And by the way, I'm having my Howie Long I got to put back up. Ink therapy withdrawals. You see, you guys got way more tattoos than I do. Nothing bad about that. But again, getting back to the point, my dad being Jewish, I didn't have any tattoos because of respect for my father. And then when I finally could, when he died, I was already in the Navy 10 years, and then the Navy had the policy of you couldn't have any new tattoos, because they basically said if you had your tattoos, then you can't have any more. Yeah, I know Jerry, Raider Jerry. Yeah, I got you, brother. I knew who you were. What was I? What was I saying? Did I hope you didn't confuse. Raider Jerry from the Professional Football Ultimate Fans Association. I know who you are. My shipmate from the United States Army, retired. I know exactly who you are, brother. But again, getting back to tattoos, I couldn't have them because then it was against regulations. So never got them. One of these days, the Marines wouldn't take you because if you have face tattoos, that's you can't get it. Yeah, I know I'm never too old. But here's the other thing. Now, because I'm a diabetic and I have heart problems, see, you guys know about that, and I'm on blood thinners, in order for me to get a tattoo, I would have to be off my medicine in order for my blood to thicken up so that I wouldn't bleed out. You get what I'm saying, right? So it's kind of not conducive for people who have these conditions. So it doesn't matter. The Air Force wouldn't take asylums if you had too many tattoos. Tattoos. So there's always something we're talking about here. Jerry Warren doesn't have any tattoos. There you go. I'm glad that I'm Jerry, thank you, brother. You make me feel better that I'm not the only one, because I would always look like people would look at me like I was the outcast. And I have no problem with tattoos if they look good and they're tasteful and they're respectful, or if you don't really care. And what's the old expression? You be you, you do you. I have no problem with them. There you go. Sixton's going to get 10. Thank you. Sixton's going to get 10 more from me. I always said that if I had a tattoo, and I was going to have 3, okay, and I knew which one it was. I was going to have the Raider shield up here, okay. I was going to have a Raider shield up on my my one was it bicep? Not bicep. This area, whatever the hell this is, upper arm, Raider shield. Then I was going to have on this arm, I was going to have the Harley Eagle, but not just the regular Harley Eagle. I was going to have the eagle whose wings kind of like go close together. The old Harley Eagle, the one that looks like Boss. I was going to have that. And then, okay, my final tattoo I was going to have was, and people told me that this is the one that would have hurt the most, is inner forearm, inside, was a Navy anchor with like a mermaid on the flukes and the cross, so that like she was like resting on the Navy anchor, a mermaid, okay, and she would have looked like this. I haven't had a chance to pull my boobies out, okay. Which camera are we on? Okay, she would look like that, okay. See that? She would look like her, like a mermaid, right? With those wonderful boobies. Okay. Then it would say the years I was in the Navy. The face and head. Yeah, I can believe that, man. I can believe that. But again, I wouldn't know. I was told that that this hurts. Also, the ankle, I heard. The ankle, I heard, hurts a lot too. But you guys can tell me. I don't have any. And you know what? I always say it doesn't matter how many tattoos you have. Say, well, you're not a true Raider fan because you don't have any tattoos. That's BS. I have inner tattoos. I have inner hurt. I have memories, childhood memories of the Immaculate Deception. That's a pain in my heart. I have memories of going into Pittsburgh every year in the playoffs and losing, okay? I have memories of being blown out in Super Bowl 37, okay? That is hurtful. So those are my scars. So you don't have to have tattoos to be a Raiders fan. Thank you. Sixton even says it. Next, you guys do it. You let me know what you're doing, and we'll do that. What else is there? Now, no, I'm not heartbroken. Military refused me because I'm flat-footed. Travis, I honestly, there you go. I am. If you see it right there, this is weird. We're looking at my flat feet, but you see, I have very little arches. Surprisingly, I don't want to rip my headphones up. I got in, but I have very low arches. Not flat-footed, but practically. And I got in. My ASVAB scores were so high that they wanted me. I think they said, this kid's smart and he was going to be in this program. And so I got in. And yeah, there you go. Our blood, we bleed silver and black. And David Givner, thanks for coming in. Again, if you're here on Facebook, please come over to YouTube. If you're on YouTube and you haven't given me a thumbs up, please do. I appreciate that. I'm getting behind on comments. I have a super fan of my inner forearm. Oh, okay, that's cool, Travis. Anywhere on the bone hurts, I agree. The neck is easy. Front of your neck hurts, I would agree. My dad has a naked woman with hips down as a skull. Oh, hips down as a skull. He had a bad Playboy bunny. It was done over. Well, there you fixed it. That's cool. As far as only two that kind of hurt, the one spot on my back and one spot on my leg. There was one time I was getting 2 tattoos done at the same time, but that would hurt. And I was always told don't go into a tattoo parlor drunk because it thins out your. I'm getting a phone call. Oh, it's a video chat. 1 second. I'll answer this. I'm good, but I'm doing a broadcast right now. I'm doing my YouTube. So I get a phone call. So I had to take it. It was long distance. So we're doing this. What was I talking about? See, when I get a phone call and it's long distance and I had to take it. By the way, make sure that anybody that is away, and the reason why I say this is because with this phone call is that there we go. Okay. If you're in a situation with COVID, make sure that you are safe. I remember that. Really. Tattoo on your pecker. I would think that would hurt too. They were. Oh, okay, yeah. I get it. Well, mine. I went in '86. That was kind of peacetime. He didn't see my. What was I about asylum? You talking about asylum? Not worried about the neck. Kind of figured the front would hurt. FaceTime. Yeah. I had to take the call. It was long distance. And if you have a penile tattoo, and I'm curious. I am sure that would hurt. Yeah, I'll answer your calls. I'm waiting for you to call here. Vicky, call in. We haven't had a call in God knows how long. Because we're talking. This is the family conversation we're having. Line is open, 813-699-0834. I am going to have some more drink. I did have my shots. It's my dark German beer. And I have my shot over here. Okay. Sixon has confirmed what I thought, is that a tattoo on your schwanz hurts. If you don't know what a schwanz is, if you don't know what a schwanz is, if you don't know what a putz is, if you don't know what a schmuck is, it's the same thing. I'm saying it like an old Jewish guy. If you don't know what a schwanz or a putz or a schmuck is, it's down there. It's there you get a circumcision. When the rabbi comes over to you, he looks at your schwanz, he goes, oh, we're going to do a bris. And you know what a bris is? A bris is a circumcision. Vicky, you gotta call in if you like it when I'm talking. Stop pulling rank. About what? What am I pulling rank about? Jerry, come on. They're talking to the Judeo-Christian here. Actually, a funny story, while I got you on, is I actually was talking to a guy. I'm getting my website together. And I was talking from a guy from New York. And you can tell he was of the faith. You can tell he was of the faith, okay? And we're talking, and I'm doing my rabbi impersonation. Like, you know, have you ever seen Jackie Mason? Jackie Mason, and there was another guy, and it was Myron Cohen. Oi, Myron Cohen. And they all talk like the old Jewish guy. And this is my old Jewish guy impersonation. Even look at the beard. My God, I look like I'm Hasidim. Shots again. I've had two. I'm not drunk. This is just me being silly. Okay. There we go. Some real talk. Okay. Oh, I want to see this. You better have a woman with you. If you're getting a tattoo down there, you got to stay hard. I would think. Cap, the inside form doesn't hurt. You fell asleep. $100 bill. You get to play with your money. I like to see my money grow. And there you go, to be the woman when she blows your money. $100 bill on your schwanz. Virus on the rise. Thank you there, Sheriff. Kept getting since the riots. A lot of people don't want to wear masks. That's stupid. And if I'm going out anywhere, and you're not wearing a mask, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say it, put on your fucking mask. Put on your fucking mask. There you go. 2 shots. Why is it that you're not protecting me? When I wear a mask, it's to protect you. It doesn't protect me. Here's the shot. Ugh. Another one. By the way, if you're buying alcohol, I prefer Grand Marnier. Here's a second. I had 2 slugs, 2 of these, so 3 there, 2. I've had 3, 5, 7. Vicky. 4 in the shot glass. And 3 gulps. 4 in the shot glass, 3 gulps. So that's 7. I took the shot. Wow, Sam's going to get a tattoo of me. That would be cool. There you go. Wear a mask. I did the 2 shots. I did the 2 for the 2 Fs. I did. Shot. Come on, man. Tattoo there to pull. Oh, now I get it. Pulling rank. I'm sorry, Jerry. A tattoo down there in your schwanz, the pull rank. That would be rank. I get it. Now I get it, brother. That's funny. You are bad influences. I did my shots. Dorian Pullman, thanks for coming over. Again, if you're on Facebook, please come over to YouTube. We're having a family discussion. It's 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock. And I gotta ask, if you haven't given me a thumbs up and you liked what you listened to, if you liked the show, please give me a thumbs up here on YouTube. I appreciate you watching because I love to get my subscriptions up. I want to give away this Raider bag of wonderfulness at 8:50. 40 more people, and I get that done. It's 8 o'clock, almost 8 in Cali. We're going on 11 here on the East Coast. I got a dental appointment tomorrow at 9 o'clock. So, wow. Actually, I didn't think of that. I don't know whether having any of that alcohol. Well, it'll be about 10 hours. Oh, thanks there, Travis. I appreciate that. Thumbs up and share. Appreciate it, brother. Thanks, Vicky. And well, we had the family here tonight. Remember, I am here every Sunday. We'll talk sports when we got a chance to talk about it. And I want to thank. We had who called in tonight? Jared called in, and Steve called in. We only had 2 calls. Oh man, that bums. Give me the Marcus. No, I'm not going to give you the Marcus Allen helmet. But I got 2. This is at 1,000. I got another Marcus Allen helmet. I got another Marcus Allen. We'll do YouTube. Now, thank you there, Jerry. Thank you. Hey, shipmate. Thank you for coming over, Jerry. I miss you. I miss everybody. Because, hanging out with the family, it's nice to do this. It's my way of catching up with everybody. Like I said, it's a round table. It's blue bloods. We're sitting around talking what's going on in the family. And we could talk sports, obviously. We talk movies. We were talking tattoos tonight. Talking tattoos. Those who do and those who don't. And we were talking about our schwanz. And I was doing my rabbi impersonation. From New York. I'm a rabbi from New York. And I did some shots, too. You and me are going to be fighting over that helmet. Yeah, I tell you. All you on Facebook are missing out. Well, I appreciate you being here. Come on over to YouTube. Now, having said that, if whoever wins, if let's say if Sixon wins, oh, actually no, that wouldn't work. I was going to say you could probably cut the helmet in half, but then again, only one of you would have the half with the autograph, and that half also has the sticker on the back. So one of you would be getting a helmet without. No, you wouldn't have. You'd have like half a helmet that would be authentic. There we go. And I'm glad she called because I was about ready to wrap up the show. Vicky, how you doing, darling? What's going on with you?
Happy now?
Yes, I'm happy. I mean, I remember the old. Do you ever see in The Mask where the redhead is saying, "I've been schwitzing here for like a half an hour." I've been going on for I've been doing this for an hour talking, and at least you guys are. Hopefully, I was entertaining you. Oh, somebody else is.
You're extremely entertaining.
Well, I try to be, and I don't know. I got somebody else is calling, and I don't know why that happens, but I get. Don't call if you're on the phone. If you're on the phone. I don't know why I have that double thing. I don't know what it is, but like sometimes, hang on. If you're calling up, thank you. for some reason, it happens where and you heard it because I answered the phone and then I'm looking at it. I wish I could show it on the screen. You're the only person that's on the screen that I'm talking to, but then it's still people are that I get that call in and it's strange. But anyway, Vicky, how you doing tonight, sweetheart? What's going on?
Great, Ted. Spaghetti.
What, hon? Go ahead. Hello?
Hey, who's that?
I was going to say, I can't, you were breaking up, honey.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So what's going on? Now, what did you have to eat tonight? Because you were making dinner earlier.
I made spaghetti, garlic parmesan bread, and salad.
Ooh, I love garlic. I love garlic bread, and then you throw the parm on there as well. Actually, I said I had the what did I say I had? The calzone. Great calzone. It was like a Philly calzone. Great stuff. And I have some leftovers, so I'll have that. And I love Italian. I love Italian and Mexican are my two favorite varieties. So you can't go wrong feeding me Italian or Mexican.
That's okay. You're still gonna eat your chicken and shrimp Alfredo.
Okay, one sec. Hey, Jerry, thank you for coming in, brother. We'll see you next time. Raider Jerry says hi to everybody. Go Raiders. Thank you for being there, Raider Jerry. Jerry Warren, thank you for being here. Good to see you as well. And we've had a lot of people out here tonight.
He's trying to get to the curve.
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of new viewers, which was nice. Hopefully, like I said, we'll get the word out. Sixon and was it Asylum both want my. Who wants to say hi?
Hi.
Is that Marlo?
Yeah.
Hi, Marlo. Can you see me? Can you see me on camera? Wait a second. It'll come in. Yeah. It'll take a little bit because there's like a 7-second delay or something.
It's got a big beard.
What was that? What was that, Marlo?
Said you got a big beard.
I do got a big beard. Yeah, I actually I need to.
You got something on your head.
What's on my head?
Something on your head.
Yeah, I'm wearing a bandana up here. I'm wearing my pirate eye patch, which I got to put my bandana down. Yeah, and we'll see. It's a bandana. It's a bandana. Can you guys hear Marlo? I think you can hear Marlo.
Yeah, he just got out the pool.
Yeah. What are you doing, Marlo?
Are we bad influences on you, Cap?
Nah. Trust me. And you know, trust, as big as I am, 4 shots is nothing. Four shots is nothing. It's not something, or it's a little bit of something, but it's really not too bad.
You said Grammy now, and you said
what was that, hon?
he left. He left.
I say it again, honey. You were breaking up again.
Marlo said hi, and you got something on your hat, and he left.
Okay, yeah, I get you. I love the bandana that Nana got me. I love the shirt, and I'm gonna wear that again as well. You know, so I'll put it in my rotation of things. And again, now you said you were going to send me a patch from your club. This way I don't forget them. And I apologize.
And John Neal, I don't know where John Neal is, but.
And Sixon says, well, I don't need 4 more shots. I didn't swear enough for 4 shots. No. In fact, I think I'm going to have a max of 5 a show, because then I'll just I would get stupid. I mean a max, because remember I had the 3 gulps and the 4 shots.
Travis, tell him he's already had 5.
Yeah, I have. When you have 3 gulps and 4 shots, I mean I'm over max. That's 7. 5 shot max. There you go. So I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to our dinner, Vicky, and I appreciate you making dinner. And I'm looking forward to going out, and maybe we can go over to Don Webb's house, because I said his wife is Philippine and she gonna make some great Philippine dishes, and she has a karaoke machine. And I don't think I sing bad. I don't think I sing bad.
We're on, Don. Be expecting us.
What was that, honey?
We're on it, Don. We're going to Don's house.
There you go. Don, if you're still here, what do I got to take another shot for? I didn't swear. I missed
that one.
See, there you go. Vicky even says I missed one, or that I didn't swear. So I didn't miss any. So I don't need any more shots.
Well, I just had to call in because you guys always say I never call. I love y'all. I'm going to get off this phone and finish this little bit of dinner.
All right. Well, thank you, Vicky. You take care of yourself, and best to you and the family, honey.
Love our YouTube family.
All right. Thanks again.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right. Bye-bye. That was Raiderette Vicky. Vicky again. Thanks for coming in. Cali Cat, I got five to step ahead of you. But okay. I'll show that. Somebody else is calling. Okay. Doc Cabral, I'm glad you called as quick as you did because I was about ready to turn in the show. So what's going on? Doc Cabral is my Patriots fan. Up.
Happy Father's Day, my brother.
How you doing, brother? What's going on with you?
Another beautiful day in paradise in Yuma, Arizona.
Now, is that were you were looking to come out here to Florida though, right?
Yeah, just the announcement just came out. I'm going to fill out my application tomorrow.
Okay. Where
I'll be assigned to.
Where is it?
It's the Defense Logistics Agency. It'll be supporting SOCOM and all the spooks like you.
Oh, so it's over here in Tampa then.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Outstanding, Doc. Well, congratulations and mazel tov. I hope. So it's official, or are you going for it?
Oh, I'm going for it. It's a GS-13 job, so.
Okay.
Of course I'm going for it.
Well, good. For everybody out there, please give good prayer that Doc Cabral can come join me in Tampa. Doc is a very old friend of mine. We go back to San Diego in the early 90s. Great job. And Doc knows I don't drink, so when I do have these 4 shots, he'll say that that's probably 3 shots more than I normally have.
Yeah, I was going to say when someone was saying, "What shot something?" I said, for me, my best shot would be a shot of Jack Daniels, but I don't do that anymore. So.
Yeah, Doc is clean and sober, and good for him. And I told people, if you're gonna send me alcohol, Grand Marnier. If you're gonna send me alcohol, Grand Marnier. I think Vicky has some Captain Jack coming. I will take some of that. But I'm a Grand Marnier guy. I will do that because that's some good stuff. That's some good stuff.
What, the good stuff in the Longapo don't work anymore?
You know, I didn't drink in a Longapo, man. I was busy
really?
doing. Yeah, I was doing. Doc, man, I didn't drink in a Longapo. I mean, a good night for me in a Longapo was 2 San Magoos or 1 Red Horse, and that's it. That's it.
Oh,
but everybody thought that I drank because I was just wild and like Steve Martin being the wild and crazy guy. I was a wild and crazy guy in a Longapo, man. I didn't need alcohol. Now I was doing other things. But I wasn't drinking.
I know you were.
Yeah, I wasn't drinking though. I wasn't drinking.
Hey, question for you.
Yes, sir.
How bad are the Raiders affected by the COVID-19 thing?
There has been no information about anything that the Raiders have on their roster. I have yet to see it. It's been very limited information. Like I said, I know that the Buccaneers have had at least 2 players identified. There were obviously the Texans and the Cowboys. They were identified as like having 9 players. I don't know whether that was 9 players on one team or there were 9 players between the 2 teams. I haven't seen anything about the Raiders at all. And if there was, trust me, the people here would say, hey, this is what the reporting is. But there hasn't been anything out on the Raiders. Has there been anything out on the Patriots?
I haven't seen. I think a lot of the teams are trying to keep it close to the cup. They don't want to let too much information out.
Right, and that's and you weren't here earlier when I started the show, but the one thing that I showed about the two Buccaneers. It said two Buccaneers. It didn't say who, but it was two Buccaneers that were testing positive, and I was giggling. I says, "Man, if it's one person in particular, I'm gonna laugh my goony goo goo ass off." So you know how that is. And the other thing is that people are not going to say, but what is it? Zeke of the Cowboys was pissed off because his name was out there as having been tested positive, and I would be mad too. It's nobody's business.
Zeke Elliott? Really?
Yeah, Zeke Elliott is one of the people that has tested positive per the press, as being one of the people to COVID. So we'll see.
I don't believe the press. They're all full of shit anyways.
Yeah, I got you.
I apologize. I didn't mean to say the word S-H-I-T. I know we have a younger audience with you, so I'm sorry about that.
Well, like I said, any time I swear is when I have to do the shots, which is why I'm trying not to swear.
Yeah, the Pats are keeping things very, very close to the cup. Bill Belichick is able to go, well, not too much right now. We're on to the Bengals. We're on to the Bengals.
Yeah, we're doing in camp, and we're taking our playbook, and we're gonna find a quarterback because we don't have our quarterback we've had for the last 20 years, and we'll still be a good team. It doesn't really matter who the quarterback is because I'm Bill Belichick and I'm awesome, and so we're on to the beginning of the season. Did I do that right?
Yeah, pretty close to the pretty close.
Okay.
Close. I know you can't do a Tom Flores. Tom Flores was very, very different.
Yes.
And
yes.
He's also a great man.
Yes.
He should be in the Hall of Fame with Jim Plunkett.
I thank you, Doc. And this is, again, for those that don't know, Doc is a Patriots fan. We've been together as friends from 30 years at least, or something like that.
At least
at least 30 years. And so we're tight, good. We're Navy brothers. And I was gonna say Logan Morris said I had him spot on. So.
Oh God!
What do I have to take a shot for? I did not swear. I didn't swear. You guys were saying that I have to take a shot. You put the word down that I said.
No.
That I said because
you didn't swear.
I didn't swear. Okay, but hey, Doc, again, my best to you and your wife, and I can't wait to meet her. And I can't hope, and I hope you get the 13 job so we can be close. And if you come here, I got an excellent realtor because she's a great lady and she'll take care of you.
Cool. That'll be awesome, man.
I will get you squared away, and then you can actually come in and you can hang out and while you can be in the Raider room while I'm doing the show.
Yeah, you'll also be. We'll be like Hannity and Combs. Wouldn't be. Each other on the TV,
oh my God, Hannity and Combs. Oh, Combs. Oh yeah, they're saying I need to take a shot for Raider Nation. Okay, for that I will do, and I'm going to take it right out of the flask. Doc, are you watching?
No, I'm not. I'm on my phone.
Okay. This is out of the flask. I know. Normally do a shot right from Vicky's shot glass. This is right from the flask.
That's okay.
A shot for Raider Nation. There you go.
You better be careful, man. Little men don't like that too much.
Yeah. Well, I got a dental appointment tomorrow, and I was telling people that
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's at 9:00 tomorrow.
Care.
Yeah. Hey, Doc.
Take care. Best to you.
Thank to you as well, man. Let's see it. Hey.
Take care, brother. We love you.
Love you too. Thanks again, Doc. You take care, and best to you and the family, man.
All right. Bye.
All right. That was Doc Cabral. Remember, I got Doc Burdett, my Navy brother. Ooh, boy, I tell you, when I start doing brother, and I can't say brother or buddy, and it's Bruddy. Yeah, I probably have had too much. Trisha Bliss came in. Thank you for coming in, honey. Miss you. Love Trisha Bliss. She's from upstate New York. She's over there on Facebook as well. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Dorian Pullman came in. I hope I didn't miss Dorian. I try to find you as you come in. I tell people to come over. I thank you for coming in. Again, I did the litany of all of these Raider events. Make sure you go back to the beginning of the show, and it will show these events that are upcoming. Remember, Raider Homer has one. Obviously, Raider Nation Explosion with 4Dub, that's out. The Santa Maria Parade, which is out there. We got the Kansas City Raider events. We got the couple in Texas. And obviously, the Atlanta Boosters going to have their activities for the Atlanta game. Yeah, Doc is great people. Remember, there's Doc Burdett and then there's Doc Cabral. Love them together. And Vicky, Doc Cabral is Portuguese as well. If you're Portuguese, if su eres Portugués, Doc Cabral is Portugués también. So that's like kind of a mixture there. Southside will be going to the KC event. There you go. So Sixton says that. So Southside Raider Nation will be at the KC event. Thank you for that. That will be the picnic. So again, if you have anything you want me to show, it's best with graphics. You can send them to me via Facebook, or you can send them to me in my email. You can get with me for the email address. I'm also going to have a website within the next 2 months, okay? Within the next 2 months. So again, any Raider fan club out there, booster club, organization, I represent you. I represent you, okay? And I appreciate doing it. Fly fast, so high, silent six, and we'll buy. You guys are trips. Hey, always a pleasure to see everybody. Like I said, what else to do on a Sunday night? Being here with the family, man. This is family time. And I know I enjoy it, and I appreciate you being here. Again, if you are watching, if you're watching on YouTube, great, because that's where you're supposed to be. Make sure you have a subscription. Please make sure you have a subscription. Go to YouTube and say, how do I make my subscription public? It will give you detailed directions. It's a matter of going through the settings and getting your settings squared away, okay? And so again, you can call me here, obviously, via the Google Hangouts voice. You can call me via Skype. So if you're in Europe, if you're in Asia, you can reach out and call me if you have a chance. I appreciate everybody being here. Yeah, and again, you got to be here to win. So make sure you're subscribed. 850, 40 more people, and I'm going to give out that Raider bag of wonderfulness. And then again at 1,000, that Marcus Allen helmet at 1,000. Okay, so make sure everybody has a very safe week. We didn't even talk about drugs, man. We're into talking about alcohol. Mike, Sarah, thanks for being in there. Thanks everybody. Okay, Callie, I will look. I will see. Now, normally it takes a little while to show up. So if I don't see somebody who says, "Hey, Cali Cat has subscribed to you," I will let you know. I will let you. If I don't see that name and says Cali Cat has subscribed to you, then I will know that it wasn't like that. Ed Winchell, boy, I'm glad you're here, brother. And it's always a pleasure. I love being here, having conversations with the family. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. If I have an interview with somebody, it'll be on Wednesday. If I get somebody, we'll see. And the old bastard says to you, "Yarg, Raider Nation!" Thanks again. Thanks again. Come by and join me Wednesday. I might be with Coach Huddles tomorrow. It's always great. Appreciate you and all the organizations you represent. Thanks again, everybody. And get the word out. I want to make sure that more people are here. So until then, have a great week, Raider Nation. Stay safe. Stay safe. That's all the best I can say. Love and care to everybody. Thank you. We'll see you for our next show. And thanks for sharing this up. We'll see everybody.
Good night now.